Caravanning is very popular right across Australia, with roads, tracks and caravan parks filled with families looking to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and experience the great outdoors. Vans are very popular too. Search for the hashtag van life and you will find multiple social media pages extolling the virtues of life in a van. With that kind of popularity, it's a surprise that not more manufacturers are hitting the market with ready-made solutions. And that may be because people seem to like doing their own conversions. But what happens if that conversion is simply too hard or too expensive? Luckily in Australia, Trakkadu have a long history of converting VW transporters and other makes into very viable and luxurious camper vans. Buying a camper van from an outfit like Trakkadu not only saves you time, but it also ensures that everything that's been done to the vehicle is engineered properly and maintains its structural integrity. Not only that, but you get a 3-year warranty on the build that runs alongside the 3-year warranty on the vehicle itself. The Trakkadu 400 is a relatively new conversion. It's an all-wheel drive pop-top van sitting on the long wheelbase VW Transporter platform. They've added a host of options, but it still runs on the standard suspension setup. The engine in this vehicle is the standard one that VW put in their Transporter range. It produces 132 kilowatts of power. It's actually a 2-litre bi-turbo diesel engine. It also pumps out 400 newton meters of torque, which means that you can tow up to 2.5 tonne behind this car if you wanted to. It also runs the 4Motion all-wheel drive system, which gives you excellent traction on dirt and gravel. It doesn't quite have the road clearance for true off-road work. While it's very comfortable to drive, there are a few dynamics that you have to be aware of. Being a tall vehicle, you will experience some body lean. Now, in a car like this, it's not excessive, and when you consider other vans are much bigger, this is probably as close to a road-going vehicle as you'd get. VW quote a fuel usage figure of 8 litres per 100 kilometres for this vehicle, and with an 80 litre fuel tank, I could go close to 1,000 kilometres on any one trip. Unfortunately, the bosses wouldn't allow a surf trip from Sydney to Byron, so we've snuck away down the coast instead. I do like the swivel seats that they've put in this vehicle. It's got twin armrests either side and it makes the driving position very comfortable. And when you're doing long hours behind the wheel, travelling from destination to destination, it's exactly what you want. I think the idea of getting away from it all really appeals to a lot of people on so many levels. And with a camper van like the Trakkadu 400, you really can pack yourself up and head anywhere you like and be completely self-contained. You don't really need to go to town. You don't need to be around other people. You can truly escape and really absorb what it is to be out in nature. Parking a van that is in the vicinity of 5.2 metres long is never easy. Luckily, there are sensors on the back that tell you just how far back you can go. Even though it does have those sensors, the turning circle isn't excellent and it will take you a couple of goes to get into just the right spot. When it comes to cooking in the Trakkadu 400, the pop-top roof provides the headspace necessary to stand up comfortably, and there's a nice long bench here too. We have a glass ceramic diesel stove, which means no open flame in the car, and it's been positioned for easy, comfortable access. If you're running out of space, you can slot the table in here to give you more bench room, or move it outside if the weather allows, and you can eat out under the awning or the stars. Underneath the bench there's an 80 litre fridge freezer, and for cleaning up, a sink with a folding tap and a glass lid providing more bench space. Power to the fridge, LED lights and the sockets is supplied by a second 100 amp hour deep cycle battery. That will last 1 to 2 days out in the bush away from mains power. If you elect for the solar package, which I would do personally, it will cost you $1,500 and give you an extra 1 to 2 days away from the main, which gives you 3 to 4 days out in the bush at most if you're actually not moving around. If you're moving around a lot, you're going to be recharging your batteries naturally in the course of moving from one spot to another, so there's not so much of a need to find mains power. If you make friends on your travels, you could have them round for dinner. It might be a little bit of a tight squeeze around this table, but nevertheless, you have the facilities to cook them a great meal. The pop-top roof does a really good job of making it feel nice and open in here. But tonight, it's just me, and I have all the room I need. There's nothing better than waking up in a place like this, and it's one of the great things about camping in a car like the Trakker 400. Last night, for one, the bed was comfortable, there's plenty of room. I did get a fair bit of chill coming off the windows, so by closing the blinds, I reduced that considerably. To convert the rear seat into a bed, you simply slide it forwards, pull the tab located in the middle, and then fold the backrest flat. From there, you just slide the back seat so it joins up with the flat space that's already forming the rear parcel shelf. It's nice and easy and very simple to do. Up in the pop top is a small second bed, and while it's a handy option, I doubt anyone going on a long-term trip will need it. This, to my mind, is a couples only getaway car. One of the few drawbacks of having your accommodation and transport conveniently in one package is the fact that if you want to go anywhere, you have to pack up everything first. I think these cars are great if you want to set yourself up for days at a time in the same spot. But if you like to move and move often, or simply drive nearby to check the surf or hit the shops, be prepared to sharpen your packing skills to master level. At a touch over 104,000, this is very much a considered purchase. But you've got to remember, you're not just buying a car, you're buying a lifestyle as well. Some people will say you can buy a car and a trailer for this kind of money, but who wants the hassle of towing a trailer with them wherever they go? With the Trakker 400, you can simply pull up, set up, and live the dream.